Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video. And today, this video is a what if regarding Bardock. Finally, because I know a lot of you guys asked me to do a what if on Bardock, and finally, it's here. So before we get into the video, guys, please leave a like if you do enjoy. Comment down below saying what you think. Subscribe if you are new. Turn on notifications if you want to see more of my videos. And so 1,500 likes on this video will guarantee a part 2. And also, feel free to follow me on Twitter, guys. Also, I want to let you guys know that this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time, I will be doing my first ever live stream on this channel. So please come in and stay tuned for that. That should be pretty fun. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 on the PS4. And it's just going to be you guys come in there and beat my ass because I am so bad at this game. My PlayStation name in the description, and I'll put it on the screen as well so you can go and add me. But anyways, let's get into this video. So after I did my video on Bardock possibly returning in Dragon Ball Super, I had many comments on that video telling me to do a what if regarding Bardock, and well, here you go. First off, I had a hard time deciding what if scenario should be used, as there are multiple regarding Bardock that I could do. Like, what if Bardock survived against Frieza? What if Bardock never confronted Frieza and then went to Earth? Or what if Bardock was wished back to life somehow? I'm going to use the scenario where Bardock is wished back to life. The other ones will probably be used in a different what if scenario in the future. So what if Bardock was wished back to life? Well, first we have to discover which time period of Dragon Ball Z he was wished back to life in. I'm going to use him being wished back to life during the 7 years of peace between the Cell and Buu arc. Why this time period? Well, it gives me a lot of room to work with during these 7 years. Also, nothing really happened between the 7-year gap, so why not make something a bit more monumental to happen between the 7-year gap? So during the 7-year gap, Goku was gone. It was just Gohan, Chi-Chi, and a budding young Goten. Gohan was really busy being a scholar. Chi-Chi was busy making Gohan study and taking care of both her sons. Then Gohan, as an older brother to Goten, realizes that they need a father figure. A father figure is needed in some sort to help the family out and influence his brother and himself. Also, help his mother out a bit. Now Gohan knows he can't wish his father back to life because Goku doesn't want to be wished back to life. Gohan realizes that Goku must have had a father at some point, and although his father was a Saiyan, Gohan realizes how weak the Saiyans were. If he just wished Goku's father back, or I guess Gohan's grandpa in this case, then Gohan could very easily just take him out with one swift attack if he decided to do something bad. So let's pick a point in this timeline. So there was a 7-year gap. Which part in the timeline do we want to have this happen? Let's say that Gohan makes his wish 3 years after the Cell Saga, which would be 4 years before the Buu Saga. Gohan would be around 14 years old, and Goten would be around 3 years old. So Gohan gathers the Dragon Balls and asks Shenron to grant his wish of bringing his grandfather back to life. Shenron does it, and then Gohan uses the second wish to have him teleported to Earth. Bardock arrives with his Saiyan armor, he has a scouter as well, and Bardock is really confused with where he is. He then sees Gohan. As Bardock looks at Gohan, the scouter reads a power level of 1,000. Bardock mocks, saying that he is such a weak fighter. Gohan tries to explain that he is Bardock's grandson, that his father was a Saiyan named Goku, previously known as Kakkarot. How do you know that name? Bardock yells. Like I said, I'm your grandson. Bardock doesn't even trust Gohan and tries to fight Gohan. Bardock rushes in for a punch and completely misses Gohan, and a one hit from Gohan causes Bardock to fly back and severely wounds him. How did you do that with a power level of only 1,000? Gohan then says to never trust scouters and shows that he can control his ki. Gohan begins to raise his power. 1 million, 3 million, 5 million, as a scouter explodes off of Bardock's head. Gohan achieves the Super Saiyan transformation. Bardock is stunned by this power. Are you really my grandson? Bardock asks. Gohan said that he must be, as Shenron is never wrong. Gohan then tells Bardock that he should meet his family. Gohan first introduces Bardock to Chi-Chi. Bardock is proud that his son married a beautiful woman, but he was hoping that she was a strong warrior as well. Then Bardock sees a little Saiyan child run across the house. It is Goten. Seeing Goten, who resembles Goku a lot, provides Bardock with a flashback when he first saw his newborn son Kakkarot and before he was sent off to Earth right before Frieza attacked. He rushes to pick up Goten. Although Bardock was a Saiyan warrior, he did somewhat care about his family. Bardock then realized that this begged the question of where his son is. Gohan then tells him stories of his father, how he had become the savior of Earth. He helped defeat Raditz, his battle against Vegeta and Nappa, Goku defeating Frieza. He then tells how Goku sacrificed himself against Cell to save the world. Bardock is extremely proud. Not only did he defeat the Prince of all Saiyans in battle, but his son actually defeated Lord Frieza. His premonition came true. Gohan then said that besides Vegeta and his son, Trunks, that they are the last of the Saiyans, and Bardock's eyebrows raise when he finds out that Vegeta has been living on Earth. Gohan explains that Vegeta is basically a good guy now. He is married and has a child. Bardock wishes to pay respects to the now King Vegeta. Gohan then flies and goes to show Bardock who Vegeta is. They land at Capsule Corp and Vegeta is training in the gravity chamber. Bardock watches with astonishment. He was effortlessly training in 1,000 times gravity? That's impressive. Is Vegeta as strong as you, Gohan? Well, I was much stronger than him just a few years ago when I defeated Cell, but I haven't been training much and he is doing nothing but training, so we are probably pretty close now. Vegeta senses Gohan's ki, and he feels another mysterious but much smaller ki next to Gohan. He looks over and sees a Saiyan vastly resembling Goku, one with Saiyan armor. He finishes his training and goes up to confront him. Gohan introduces the two, and Vegeta is shocked that he is meeting Goku's father, and that there's another Saiyan in the mix. After meeting Vegeta, Gohan would introduce Bardock to everyone else. People had mixed receptions of Bardock. Some liked him, some didn't really care, and others didn't like that he had been revived since he was a murderous Saiyan. But that'd be a bit hypocritical because Vegeta was a murderous Saiyan as well. Gohan realizes the huge power gap between him and his grandfather, so he asks if he can train him. At first, Bardock is reluctant. He was almost too prideful to let his own grandson train him to become stronger, but it would give him quality family time and he would be able to get much stronger as well. Gohan takes Bardock to the time chamber. He introduces Bardock to Korin and Yajirobe along the way, and then Bardock meets Dende and Popo as well. Bardock is impressed with the time chamber. The fact that you can get a year of training done in a single day was unimaginable. After the year, both Bardock and Gohan come out much stronger. Bardock in his base form now is several times stronger than what Goku was on Namek. And Bardock was able to go into the Super Saiyan transformation. After they left the time chamber, Bardock spent the next 4 years helping Chi-Chi, working, raising Goten and Gohan, training with Goten and Gohan, and even spending some time training with Vegeta in his gravity chamber. Over the 4 years, Bardock got a lot stronger. Not as strong as Vegeta during the Buu Saga, but comparable. He is also eventually able to go Super Saiyan 2. And so with Bardock in the middle of this now, how would it change the Buu arc? Well, both Gohan and Goten would be much stronger going into the Buu Saga, because they'd have somebody training them. Also, this would lead to Goku actually eventually meeting his father for the first time. Goku would probably be fond of his father despite him used to being a ruthless Saiyan warrior who had likely murdered thousands of innocent people. Bardock, it shows Goku that he's a family man now. He helped Chi-Chi and everybody else. He had a personality change similar to the one that Vegeta had in Dragon Ball Z. If Vegeta can turn into a good guy, then Bardock should be able to do that as well. So we actually get to see now Goku arrive on Earth. He meets Gohan, sees a grown-up, very strong Gohan now because Gohan ended up training. He then meets Goten, his son, for the first time. Then out walks Bardock. Goku's really confused because Bardock looks a lot like him. At first, Goku thinks that this is his brother, and then Bardock reveals to him that he is his father, and that Gohan had wished him back because they need a father figure in the family while Goku was gone. And Goku he's shocked and also kind of happy because he gets to finally meet his father. Although he didn't really think about it too much, probably. There was still a bit of a mystery there to him. And the fact that his father came back and helped raise his own family shows Goku that he can trust his own dad. And basically the two catch up and they have a big, teary-eyed family moment. And then comes the tournament, the World Tournament. And they go there and kind of is similar, but Bardock would probably join as well because Bardock is a Saiyan, so he likes fighting. And this, the whole Spopovich thing would also happen, and Videl getting hurt. And this would lead to basically it being Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and Bardock now, instead of just the three of them going to take on Pui Pui, Yakon, and Deborah. And it'd turn out differently because they'd have a whole other fighter with them, Bardock, who is comparable to Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta when Bardock is Super Saiyan 2. Although Vegeta is stronger, but that gives him a whole nother fighter who's really strong. This also makes it so that Gohan spent a year in the time chamber in the 7-year gap, and then spent 4 years training pretty hard with his brother Goten and his grandfather Bardock, which makes Gohan much stronger now. I will say that Gohan as a Super Saiyan 2 is half as strong as Mystic or Ultimate Gohan in the Buu Saga. So he's not as strong, but he's really strong still. So this is going to change a lot of things. It's going to change how the Buu fight goes, but that's going to have to be in part 2, guys. So if you want part 2, don't forget, 1,500 likes will guarantee a part 2, but comment down below, tell me what you think, give me suggestions for future parts of this story. Also, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications if you want to see the part 2 as soon as possible. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter, and I have to give 2 shoutouts to 2 of my Patreon supporters. That is Daraj Payton and the awesome guy who only supports Broku on Patreon. Thanks so much for donating, guys. Also, if you want to get a shout out at the end of all my videos, go support me on Patreon, become a Super Saiyan, and then you'll get a shout out at the end of all my videos. But hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace out.